and Sean Monahan will be aboard car number 55.
So there you have it. The field is green and racing to the bottom of turn number 1, and they are side by side and 2 by 2. They head down the back straightaway off the turn. It appears that car number 69, Richard Ceriello, is trying to hold off, but he's got his hands full, Matt, because the 39 of Paul Verrecchio Jr. runs high, wide, and handsome. Little power assist. Michael Bennett with the Alpine Tree Company. Oh, trouble now. The 39 gets tangled up, and we've got literally 5 cars involved in that mix-up right there as they're all locked together.
Trying to get hot is Paul Arute, getting the jump on Big Al Saunders. So as they whistle into the second quarter, look at Saunders on the outside. He has some pizzazz, and he also has the lead.
There's no question about it. Saunders brought his A game. He goes to the high side as they come rumbling off the turn. Back to the line. Will it be Saunders? Will it be Arute? It is Saunders to take over the lead. Meanwhile, Ryan Fearn, that yellow car, is up to the top 5, Matt, and we've seen that car very strong. We've got another spin. It is the 55 underneath the Camerata billboard.
Sean Monahan is right in the middle of that, along with Trace Beyer in the 29, and also the 18 of Eric Finkbein. He is on the grass, while the other 2 cars are rammed against the wall.
But it has been a real battle. And speaking of real battles, it is Saunders by inches as Arute continues to dig hard on the outside. And the Saunders twins are looking real racy tonight. But look at Ray with that number 42 car, Matt.
He makes the lunge to take second over Paul Arute. So that car has some firepower in it. Arute is getting a challenge from Albert Saunders in car number 14. And the Saunders brothers are in first and third. And in the middle of the Saunders sandwich is Michael Ray.
And while that has all been happening, Tom Fearn's moved into the top 4. Paul Arute's moved back to 5. Ryan Fearn is up to 6. And then it's side-by-side racing all the way back from that point on. And there's some pretty stout competitors in that group.
Now Darrell Keene trying to get underneath Wayne Curry. That is a battle in the middle of the pack.
As they
at the front is Albert Saunders, and now here comes Cliff Saunders, perhaps getting ready to make a move against Michael Ray. Here he comes.
He didn't make a move. He just gave him, well, kind of a slap as he went on by. And while that happened, the King Ward Coach Lines machine was looking to transport itself into the 3rd spot, and it did. Further back in the competition, there's a side-by-side battle going on as Wayne Corey Jr. got shuffled to the outside. Here comes Leary showing the worst of the wear. Gambacorta is there, and Bennett is struggling at the battle of the top 4 at the rear of the field.
And Tom Fearn has made a nice move in car number 92. He is now in second, and it will be up to Tommy Fearn to track down Al Saunders. Gambacorta going to work as he is able to smoke bomb his way underneath the 14 car, and here comes Gambacorta trying to pick up a position.
Well, there's no question about it. 7 laps are up on the board. The distance overall is 30, so there's still plenty of time to get the job done. Gambacorta has had a banner season so far as he continues to work his magic through traffic. Same can be said for Leary, but they've got a long way to go, Matt, because back up front, Ryan Fearn is applying the pressure to the Supreme Industries machine of Paul Arute.
And that's a pretty intriguing battle right there.
It sure is.
Trying to get another podium run tonight. It is Al Saunders leading by about a $5 Uber ride over Tommy Fearn as we are 1/3 of the way completed here. And then we have Keene, and here comes Gambacorta looking to can opener his way underneath the 79 car.
There's no question about it. Gambacorta now right there. Look at him move to the inside, Matt. That neon machine, it's glowing. And the faster it goes, the brighter it seems to get. At least on the radar here, as he has now picked up the position. Meanwhile, look a little further back. Wayne Corey Jr. and Michael Bennett, they're doing a little paint swapping of their own as they are running at the bottom of the field. Back up front, it is still car number 40 is the leader of the pack. No challenges so far there, but it is still a good battle between Ryan Fearn and it is Paul Arute. Those two guys really have a real good run going here as well.
And Ryan Fearn almost was able to scrape his way underneath the 82 car of Paul Root. If you are wondering if Tom Fearn is pacing himself in second place, the answer is probably no, because Tom Fearn doesn't believe in pacing himself. He believes in going all out all the time.
There's no question about it. He is there to win, and he loves to win, and he's got all the trophies and the credentials. If you look at that car in the paddock area, the entire left side of the roof is covered in win stickers, and that is an amazing accomplishment all by itself. So he currently sits in that runner-up position. That battle's still strong between Paul Root and Ryan Fearn, and then we look a little further back in the field, and now Leary has broken away from Wayne Corey. So that's another sign that things are starting to get picked up. Who's the fastest car on the track? 21.881 says it is Al Saunders, leader of the pack and not getting any slower. Now we're going to take a look at timing and scoring and see exactly what our second place car is doing.
Boy, a good move by Ryan Fearn as he was able to pull away from Paul Root. Now trying to slide underneath the 82 car is Gamba Corda, and he doesn't have the energy to complete the move yet, but coming out of turn number 1 he does. So Gamba Corda gains a position, but nobody is gaining ground on Albert Saunders.
There's no question about it. As Saunders last time by, he turned a 22.122. Guess what Tom Fearn did, Matt? 22.064. And Cliff Saunders, a 22.102. So the times, it appears that Saunders, the leader Saunders, is starting to slow just a bit, and Fearn is starting to pick up the pace just a bit. And on that last time, Matt, he picked it up a lot.
Yeah, but that could be by design, as Al Saunders might be saving his car just in case he needs it late in the race for a double file restart. So that could be his strategy, but it's never a good idea to play it too cozy with Tom Fearn, because Fearn is relentless.
He certainly is, Matt, and you're seeing a perfect example of that. Things are really starting to get settled in now, but we are still quite a ways away from our finish, and that, of course, is the distance overall of 30 laps. As they come back to the line, it still remains Saunders, but again, last circuit, 279 for Saunders.
Keane gets turned around by Michael Bennett. They come together, and going around in a circle was Keane, and he comes out the right way and keeps on going. A little Danny Sullivan action for Darrell Keane.
Well, that continues to keep us under green this time. There is 10 circuits remaining. Brian Callum on the starter stand, giving him two hands wide open, meaning 10 laps remaining. That is 5 miles left in the competition here. Leader, and he's been almost untouchable, is car number 40, and that, of course, is Albert Saunders, who started 6th on the grid. Tom Fearn, the 92, started in the 12th spot, and Fearn is the quicker of the two cars now.
And he has enough time, 9 laps. That could be enough time for Fearn to scoot by Saunders. So the outcome is still very much in doubt.
There's no question about it, Matt, and the countdown is starting to come into play as they come off the turn. Lap traffic, the number 2 machine for Gary Therault, is the lapped automobile to the bottom. And whoa, he almost made some contact there with Fearn.
He almost drifted up the track, and Fearn was there. Now Fearn has a clear path to the 40 of Saunders as they are able to thunder their way off the corner. Fearn has time, 7 laps to go. We have seen Tom Fearn do amazing things in 7 laps.
We certainly have, Matt, and it was a 226 to a 194. That simply means, in layman's terms, that Fearn is still quicker of the two. The margin is not a lot, but when you visually look at the way Fearn goes into turn number 3, that's where you can see that gap just closed up, like you put something in a vise and tightened up the vise.
Yeah, he helter-skelters his way into that corner. It is Michael Ray in 4th place in car number 42, and Ryan Fearn continues to run in the top 5. He has picked up several positions since the start of the race, but he can't run and hide from Kevin Gambacorta, who is 6th. down to the final 5. Things are starting to get interesting between Al Saunders and Tom Fearn.
If Fearn was saving anything, he is going to show it now. There is less than 5 miles remaining, 2.5 miles left in this event. As the leaders come up on lap traffic, will that become a deciding factor as they rumble back to the stripe mat? 26 up on the big board, 4 circuits to go.
Fearn would like to see a caution. The only yellow that Al Saunders wants to see is on the Napa banner.
And while all that's been happening further back in the field, Leary is starting to thread the needle. He's all over the Paula Root machine. Back off turn number 4. Let's look at the times. This time, a 195 for Saunders to a 136, Matt. That means that not only is Fearn fast, but he is the quickest car in the last circuit by.
And the question is, how much did Al Saunders save for this moment, the final 2 laps? Fearn is gaining ground a little deeper in the pack. We have a rock'em sock'em battle between Paula Root and Tyler Leary. Curry is involved in that, but we are ready for the finishing kick for Albert Saunders. He continues to maintain a sturdy lead over Tom Fearn.
He certainly does. Here comes Fearn reeling him in. The clock is ticking off turn number 4. Green is the color of the car that brings him to the line, and it is Saunders to take down the win. Fearn will finish in with 1 more lap. He will be able to take down the win, and Fearn will finish in the runner-up spot because he's trying everything, Matt, but what's it going to be?
Here he comes, Tom Fearn. He has done this before as he tries to blast his way close to Saunders, but Al Saunders will hold him off to get the win.
He sure will.
Big Al, the bounty hunter, has done it.
Fearn will finish in 2nd. Cliff Saunders to finish in 3rd.
Now climbing out of the car is Albert Saunders. So he is out of the car, and he'll be ready to talk to Kyle Rickey Jr.
To derail the Tommy Fearn Express here the last couple of weeks as he has been to victory lane, and Al Saunders is the man that did just that, picking up his 2nd win of the year. Congratulations. Did you see him coming, though, in those closing laps?
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking in the mirror. I was trying not to, but every so often I took a glance, and yeah, I could see him closing in, but the car was really good. I was just running at a slow, steady pace just to make sure I didn't overdrive the car. So even if he got to me, I might have had a little bit left. Wow, 2 wins this season. I can't believe it. This is awesome. I got my first career win on this weekend last year, so what an awesome night. Thanks to American Sleeve Bearing, Fred, Streb Family Chiropractors. Martin's here tonight, so that's awesome to have him here when I won. Rob Davis, BA Museo, Brad Auto Machine, RRC Chassis, Williams Race Gears. Just got to thank everybody, the whole team. Everybody put a lot of work into tonight, and it all paid off.
2 wins, and we're not even halfway through the season yet. Congratulations, and best of luck the rest of 2019.
Yep, thank you.
Al Saunders picking up the race win here tonight for the 2nd time in 2019, holding off Tom Fearn, who is standing by with Jeff over in the rest of the podium finishers.